What are the direct impacts on technologists by implementing a college? And she's not specified whether that's monetary or professionally, so we address that as you see fit.
This is Cheryl McCullough. One of the major concerns that a lot of the technologists that I've spoken with are concerned with are the monetary costs. At this time, because there is no college being established at the moment, we have no idea of the costs related to the membership of the college. We can only extract information from what the colleges from across the country are currently charging. For all the regulatory colleges, they will range for the professions. So it will range from average, I think, is about $300 to $400, if not more. But that is to say that's in consideration of the regulatory colleges for the physicians and dietitians. So there's quite a range as to what the college will establish as to their fees. In addition to the fees for the college, there's a question of the fees for the national body that you're currently paying for fees for your certification. That will become a voluntary fee. Whether or not you pay for the fee to your national association is still discretionary at that point once there's a regulatory college. Of course, across the country, there will be there will be payments to the regulatory college, but most members will still be a member of their national body as well, in order to maintain that lifeline between their profession and quality of care, and to maintain the education that they require, which is usually required for the college and can be obtained from your national body as well as from the professional associations of the provinces in which the colleges, in which the professions become regulated.
Michael, maybe I can touch on that a little bit too, because I was involved in actually putting the pro forma budget together in the initial proposal that went to government in 2007. And I think it's fair to say that all the organizations at the table are very aware of the concerns of the membership around the cost of a regulatory college. And it's our intention to ensure that that cost is kept as low as possible, but it's still at the same time allowing the regulatory college or the regulatory function to be sustainable in the long term. There's no good establishing something unless it is sustainable in the long term. That doesn't necessarily mean you need to go out and charge the same fees that an organization is charging in Ontario, or an organization like the College of Physicians and Surgeons, for instance, is charging their membership. We want to ensure that the fees and the licensing fees and costs associated with a regulatory function are affordable, but at the same time make the organization sustainable. And another issue too is people have asked, would the provincial association continue to exist? We have the ability within the legislative framework that currently exists in the province to incorporate within the licensing fee a portion of that fee that would come back to the professional organization in the province to enable it to do the things that it needs to do in providing the continuing education that would be mandated by the college. What might happen there is, in essence, the provincial fee may disappear. It may be rolled into the licensing fee, and the portion of those funds coming back to the association may be a lot less than what members are currently paying to the provincial organization in this particular instance. So we've taken all of this into consideration, and certainly, again, it's not a case of let's establish the fee comparative to other provinces or other professions. It's a case of let's establish a fee that's reasonable, affordable, and yet will create sustainability for the organization within the long term, because government will not fund the regulatory college or a regulatory function. It has to be self-supporting from the members themselves. And so that has been our approach, but we're very much aware that cost is a concern and cost is an issue.
If I could add something to this, again, we're aware of the cost issue, but there are some mitigating factors. For example, with respect to your professional association, your annual dues are technically not tax deductible. CRA has a ruling on that, whereas licensing fees relating to a college are legitimate tax deductions. So there are some benefits with respect to this. And the other thing is that we're looking at an umbrella college of a number of kinds of medical technologists. And we're looking at numbers in between 8 and 10,000 technologists, maybe larger if other groups join in. The larger the number of people, the more sustainable you have and the lower you can keep the fees. So the few things to look at in respect to the cost issue.